Abduction. So hands easier. I can't stand up and do this for you guys, but you see the midline for the finger. If I bring my fingers closer, I add them together. That's adduction. If I draw them away, that's abduction. So adduction, abduction. How do I remember abduction? When you abduct something or a child, you take them away from their parents, right? So I abduct my fingers. I take them away from the center. I adduct them toward the center. So again, when I add toward the midline, it's called adduction. When I move it away, it's called abduction. If you want to hear it clearer, you just say AB away, AD toward. AB away, AD toward. Fingers, they're not showing, but you use the middle finger as a landmark where you AB duct away and AD duct toward. So, oh, here we go. They're using it. So, abduct, AB away, adduct, AD toward. Circumduct. This one's fun. So, circumduct, what do you have to use? You have to use your shoulders. So, circumduction is the circular motion of the shoulder, right? If any of you can snap your toes and rotate your hip the same way you can do your arm, please make a video and show everybody, because that would be amazing. Your hip is limited. It's stuck in a socket. Your shoulder is more freely movable. That's why it has more dislocations in the shoulder than the hip. But because the hip is sunk into the socket, you actually have more fractures in the hip than you have dislocations. The more stuck in the socket you are, the harder it is to pull out of the socket, but your range of motion is less. Whereas the shoulder, big range of motion, you just saw that. But because it's not stuck into the shoulder as well, it has more potential for dislocating. Rotation. Okay, there's several ways to look at rotation. If I say specifically rotation of the hand, of the radial bone, this rotation has a special name. If I just talk about rotation of the head, it's general. If I talk about rotation of the humerus inward and rotation of the humerus outward, or even the femur inward and outward, it's just called internal, external rotation. But because I'm going toward the midline, you can call it medial and lateral rotation. So they're synonymous.